Hello, and welcome to episode 670 of Prog Review. And today, this is a good one. It's so pearlescent. You can't actually see it. Look at that. I'll hold it further back. Oh no, look, really is pearlescent. It's Into the Wild by Michael Brook. It's the original score or soundtrack. Soundtrack. Into the Wild is it was a film. It was a film. It is a film. It was a film. It is a film that was released way back in 2007, directed by Sean Penn, Mr. Madonna. Who remembers that? It was also produced by him, and he also did the screenplay, but it was based on a book by John Krakauer. And it was about a young fellow, Christopher McCandless, who goes off into the wild. That's what ends the title. It's part travelogue, you know. But I used to watch this film quite a lot because it used to be on Sky Movies at this around the same time when. I'm trying to think because I must have been feeding Herbie, I guess. I always think it was Verity, but it isn't. It would have been too late for Verity. It must have been Herbie, and so it was always on Sky Movies. So I always had it on, this movie, because it was very calming, and the soundtrack, lots of vistas, and again, dealing with my boy when he was a baby wasn't exactly the most relaxing. You had to be there. We didn't know he was on the autistic spectrum at the time, but I'm getting away from it, aren't I? But yeah, this movie became a major part of my life for some reason, mainly because I just found it very calming and very soothing. The soundtrack, Eddie Vedder does some stuff with it as well, and so does Kaki King. What happened to her? She's a good guitarist. And so, like I say, it always seemed to be on, and I always used to just put it on, you know, when I was feeding my son. And then, of course, I realised that Michael Brook, who I'm a big fan of, also contributed to the soundtrack. The soundtrack has been, I think it was only available as a download back in the day, which I think I got. So yeah, there was two soundtracks. There's the one with like the stuff that Eddie Vedder did, and then there's the Michael Brook one. So it brings us to this. This was released not that long ago. I'm not exactly when it was released, but it's been put out on Enjoy the Ride Records, and it's it's got this amazing pearlescent cover, which is supposed to make you feel like you're in the wild, and it's supposed to make the river shine and the mountains shine and the snow shine. And it's a lovely bit of artwork, actually. It's really nice. But there are many different variants. Yes, and I've got this one. This was the one that they did for the UK market, because there is coloured vinyl, which I will show you. I will show you the coloured vinyl. Look at the big. Look at that. Well, that doesn't really work. It's a kind of a greeny kind of colour. You can't really. Can you see that? Look at that. But I have ruined it. I touched it. It's ruined. Like my YouTube career, ruined. And then the other one is completely different colour. Because, you know, look at that. It's lovely kind of ice blue. I really like that. But yeah, it's a soundtrack album. It's mainly guitar led, lots of instrumental stuff. Oh, obviously it's a soundtrack. Of course it'd be instrumental. But yeah, it's a record I've kind of been waiting for a long time. What is it? Is it progressive? Of course it ain't. Everyone will complain. It's not progressive. It's not progressive. It's not progressive. It's not progressive. But I like it. It's a very nice soundtrack. Again, it takes me back to a time and a place, like music does. Music can be very transportative, can't it? And so it takes me back to that time of feeding baby and trying to keep him calm and trying to keep me calm. And again, the film is very much like that. It's a very steady, very calm film. It's got a lot of centre to it, if you understand what I'm going. Emil Hirsch plays the lead in it, and it's not a happy film. If you're not seen it, I don't want to spoil it for you. It's not a happy film, but there's a great magnificence to the backdrop, the vistas really are the star of the show, and Brook's music really worked well with that. It's expansive. It's expansive music. It's music that that really pulls you in, and again really works well. Again, it's one of his first big soundtrack works. I think that and An Inconvenient Truth. This is where Michael Brook started to move into doing exclusively soundtrack work. So yeah, I'm just glad that it's been released in a physical format, and this video is really for those people who are interested, who may not be aware that it is now out on this double vinyl. Like I said, there are 3 different variants. You might want to go to the Enjoy the Ride web page to find out which is which. I think there's something like 500 of each. So yeah, I can't imagine it being a big seller. The copies are available on eBay as well of the variants. There's a sandstone, an ice blue, which is kind of a yellow and a blue one. So yeah, I mean, I like it. If you're a fan of Brook and his oeuvre, then it deserves your attention, because it's Michael Brook, isn't it? It's Michael Brook. He's very good at creating these small little vignettes, musical vignettes, and yeah, I just think it's good. But then this is an utterly biased review as usual, isn't it? Yeah, utterly biased. There you go. But also check out the film as well, because I think the film's really, really good. Like I say, it's based on a true story of this fella, Christopher McCandless, and and what happens to him. So do get it. It is a really amazing film. Again, I think sometimes it's one of those divisive films. There are some people that really, really like it, and some that are not so keen. But there you go. But just thought I'd share put it out there, like you do. You put it out there and share it. But I got this last week and thought, yeah, that'd be good. They'd all love to hear about that. My 400 old faithful who can be bothered to watch the videos. But there you go. I've been talking about Into the Wild, the soundtrack or original score by Michael Brook, and it, like I say, comes in this really groovy man, pearlescent sleeve, and that's done deliberately. That isn't the light just shining off. That pearlescent has been added to the finish of the sleeve, and it's really beefy, really nice bit of vinyl. So yeah, so that's something for you to check out if you so wish. Don't forget to like or dislike this video. The worst thing you can do is ignore it. For liking and disliking is engagement. What's the point of subscriptions, eh? What's that all about? Unsubscribe. Yeah, unsubscribe. There's also the Patreon, but no one's going to give me money to carry on doing this. You can check out my music at music.darrenlock.com. There's t-shirt. You can get a t-shirt. T-shirt's good. Everyone likes the t-shirt. I feel such a fraud when I do these things. Who cares? No one really cares, is it? But anyway, thanks for watching. Is there one more thing left to say? And you know what that is, and that is Prog on. So I managed to get it to the 10-minute mark, you see. We get there. We can, if I just pace it correctly, I can get us over the line. We can put more adverts on. Oh yeah, I admit it. I'm not gonna. I wouldn't lie to you, would I?